You know, I have a question for all of you in YouTube land. Why is it that the Christian faith is the only one that is being oppressed? Hmm? Why is it suddenly illegal to be a Christian? That puzzles me. Isn't it supposed to be freedom of religion? Well, not anymore if you're a Christian. Nope, can't participate in your religion. That's completely and totally illegal. If you're a professor at a university, you gotta keep that stuff a secret or you can get fired if you're a Christian. Only if you're a Christian. Yeah, the Christian faith is being oppressed. You want to hear something really, truly funny that I find absolutely hilarious? 8th graders were praying for an individual of their classmate because his mom died tragically. And guess what happened? The cops were called on them. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Cops were called to stop 8th graders from praying. So let me get this straight. You cry foul when Christians who have a set faith don't allow gays to get married. You're like, oh, you're denying them their rights, but as soon as the rights of Christians are affected, you go completely silent. That's because you're hypocrites. In fact, this no Bible reading law is completely illegal. Yep. Prayer and Bible reading, not allowed in schools, is illegal. It should be removed from law. And here's the reason why. The separation of church and state was invented so that the church and the state could not become one, a theocracy, which our forefathers escaped from. Now, here's something more. Here are the schools. Over here, we have the legislative body. Over here, oh, sorry. Oh, where is it? Where is it? Come on. Okay, over here. Over here. That's the church. Never shall they be met. The schools are a complete, independent body. They are not a part of the legislative system. Therefore, they should not be under this law. You should be free to worship in the way that you wish. You should be free to pray or read your particular form of, religion. But you're not if you're a Christian. No, you are shunned. You're kicked out. You fail your classes if you're a Christian. If they see you with the Bible, you fail. If you pray, you fail. This is insanity, people. And it just drives me absolutely up the wall that people cry and rattle their sabers the minute someone says, no, I'm not going to do this. Oh, you can't do that! You can't do that because that's oppressing them. What about their oppression? What about the oppression that's going on against Christians? But of course, that doesn't really matter, does it? No, of course not. Why should it matter to anyone? Why should it matter? Yeah, people are going to ignore this and say, oh, you're just a Christian, blah, 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 blah. You know what? I'm proud of being a Christian. I'm not proud of the idiots that make us look bad, no. In fact, I have common sense. I think. I hear different points of view and can debate with the best of them. And I can point out where I have problems. And maybe they can answer my questions, if they ever do. Which they don't. So, if you are an evolutionist and you want to debate why I find evolution to be nothing but pseudoscience and complete and utter tripe, contact me. Really. I have questions that are in my mind that I just find are just gaping holes within the theory itself that no one seems to be able to answer. Maybe you can. You know? I might not be the sharpest tool in the shed, but I got a pretty good brain. And I can figure things out. So, there's that. But, seriously, 8th graders? You called the cops on 8th graders for praying? Oh, how horrible! They were praying! Oh, they must be stopped from doing that horrible, horrible thing called prayer! Ooh! They might, do something? What's the worst? I mean, seriously? You called the cops, 911, for a non-emergency. Your butt should be in jail for that. That is a federal offense, calling the cops for a non-emergency. Yeah, that's right. You can get a hefty fine or go to jail if you call the cops for a non-emergency. I think. Correct me if I'm wrong on that, but I think that's how it is. But anyways, this is just so inane that only Christians aren't allowed to worship in schools, not, read their Bibles in school. Why? Isn't it supposed to be freedom of religion? Isn't it what all the people tout? Freedom of religion, freedom of this, freedom of that? Where's the Christians' freedom? Why was it taken? Huh? I'll tell you why. Because of the drooling mongoloids that serve as our quote-unquote justice system. We're like, oh, this sounds like it's true. I can't worship with I don't know. They're supposed to be the masters of law. They're supposed to be, law. It's like, we have these freedoms called freedom of religion, freedom of press, freedom of speech. And they laughed at that and said you can't do that. Nope, that is illegal. Not even the Supreme Court can take away that right from anybody. But they did! They took away the freedom of the Christian faith, of that Christian belief. And if they can take that freedom away, what else? What other freedom could they take away? Your freedom to speak? Your freedom... all your freedoms, pretty much. Someone brings up a case, like, what's her name did? Because she didn't want her child to read the Bible or whatever. Someone brings that up into court, and guess what? Those drooling mongoloids are going to bang that gavel and take away another freedom. Only this time it's going to be from you. That's right. Let's say they took away atheism. Just an example. Because it was, quote-unquote, a belief, and someone didn't want their child to hear that. And these drooling mongoloids were sitting up high above us all, raining down their judgment upon us as though they were gods. They would take that away from you. You wouldn't be able to say, I'm an atheist, and you would get fired. You wouldn't be able to do anything that was atheist related. I don't know what you did. I don't know. But anyway, if you said you were an atheist, you'd get fired from your job if you said anything, related to atheism. You would lose that job. Think about that for 1 second, and then realize that's what's happening to the Christians. Is that right? Is that fair? No, of course it isn't. But you're not going to do anything, are you? Nope. You're like, oh, well, no. Doesn't affect me. Or maybe they just whatever. No. Anyway, I'm done. But that law should be removed. because it's infringing upon the rights of the United States citizens to worship, to do their religion as they see fit. And that's all I have to say about that. And if you disagree, you disagree. Feel free to disagree. But you can't argue with what I just said, that it is not legal. It's illegal. It's completely 100% illegal to remove the freedom of religion of a United States citizen. But they did it. So, why should you care? Oh wait, you don't. Until it affects you. And just remember, it's those same drooling mongoloids who sentenced a rapist to 30 days. Till next time.